It is selling season, people. The Rangers got a 7th round pick for Cody Mcleod. Tis a good day. So, just go to Cap Friendly real quick. So, Mackenzie announced about 25 minutes ago now that Nashville got, well, they got like an hour ago, they got Brian Boyle. Then he says, but wait, there's more. Now, I thought they were going to get like an actual big player, like we were going to see Kreider go into freaking Nashville for Tolvanen or some crap. Didn't happen. I'm okay with that. We sent Cody Mcleod to Nashville for a 7th round pick. So, I liked Mcleod. I liked the way he played for us. But he's going to be a UFA. We didn't think we were going to get any value for him, and we just got a 7th round pick for him. As a rebuilding team, you should be trying to get the most value for every asset that you have. No one is untouchable. That's from Mcleod to Zibanejad, Shea, Pionk, Lundqvist. No one is untouchable, okay? As a rebuilder, you have to look at every one of your assets. Like, how could you liquidate them? What could you turn them into? Zibanejad has been great lately. I don't want to trade him. But if fucking Edmonton gets on the horn and says, hey, I'll give you McDavid for Zibanejad, are you going to say no? Not saying it would happen. But you see how like no one's untouchable? So, now that we got the 7th round pick in 2020 for Mcleod, this draft coming up right now, we have a 1st. We have our 2nd and Tampa 2nd if they don't win the Cup. We have a 3rd. We don't have a 4th. We have a 5th and a 6th. And we don't have a 7th. Now, the 7th is conditional. And where they at, though? Right, we get the 7th back, I think, if we don't re-sign McQuaid, I think. I think that's the condition. Yes, condition. McQuaid plays at least 25 games. Okay, so if he plays 25 games or if we trade him away, the Bruins also get the pick. I do believe McQuaid has played well over 25 games at this point. And we're definitely going to be, yeah, okay. So we don't have that 7th round pick. Because he played more than 25 games. And we're going to trade him away. So we don't get the 7th round pick. So, 7th round pick. So right now we only have 6 picks in the upcoming draft. Next year's draft we have 8 picks. We have our 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. And now we have Nashville 7th too. So, yikes. So we definitely need more picks. And you know what, the Rangers right now, I wish it would have been a 2019 7th, but this draft is so deep. I didn't think Nashville was going to trade a 20. The second I saw Mcleod, the Nashville for a 7th round pick, I kind of figured in for a 2020 or 2021 7th, because I didn't think Nashville, this draft is just way too deep right now for them to want to trade a 2019 7th. Now, Nieves is a UFA after this year. I did not know that. So we still actually have plenty of assets right now. We can still trade the deadline. Neil Pionk's name keeps getting brought up. You got McQuaid, who people keep saying McQuaid might get a 3rd round pick. I did not know this, but Nieves is UFA after this year, so maybe Nieves draws in some interest. I don't want them to trade Buchnevich. A VC might get you some value. Strome, Nemesnikov. I know people were saying we could send Nemesnikov to Colorado for Shane Bowers. Fuck yeah. Zuccarello, actually, so that Brian Boyle trade for a 2nd round pick bodes very well for Matt Zuccarello. Also pretty well for Kevin Hayes too, since he's a center. And it's another center off the market. Oh, excuse me, I always yawn when I record. I think this definitely goes to show now that Zuccarello will at least get a 1st round pick. Kevin Hayes, I don't know what we're going to get for him. We signed him with an extension. We trade him with an extension. Probably going to get some sick value. But otherwise, I'm not really too sure. You still got guys like Clayson you can move. Someone might actually be interested in Matt Bolesky. You can move him. There's a lot of things the Rangers can do right now. There's a lot of guys available on our team. A lot of guys we can trade. Someone was saying the other day, maybe it was Spectre, was saying that the Rangers, if they retained a little bit of salary on Mark Stoll, we could get actual value from Mark Stoll. Yes, please. I'm down. I like Mark Stoll. I think he's been playing good this year. But if we can get rid of, if we trade him at $5 million, we retain $700,000 for the next 3 years on Mark Stoll. Yes, I just dabbed. I'm cool at 19. Okay, don't forget that. I am so freaking down for that. Okay, even if we retained $1.7 million off Mark Stoll, even if we ate half of his salary, That is that is worth so much more than buying him out, because if we retain half of his salary, that's what 5.7 divided by 2 is what 2.85 ish, right? 2.85, because 2.85. I'd rather eat 2.85 for the next 2.5 years than buy him out and then have to pay $1.5 million this year, 3.7 next year, 3.7 the year after that, another $1.5 million the year after that. Because that's what it comes down to. I'd rather just bite the bullet for 2.5 years than bite the bullet for 4 years. See how that makes more sense? Especially because when Stahl's buyout is finished, we would have already given contracts to Hedel, Howden, Anderson. We need that money. We just need that money. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot that goes into it, kiddos. But the fact of the matter is, the Rangers are finally starting to make trades. We're finally selling. Finally, who is next is the question. Now, they're not using Jesper Fast in practice. I almost said Vigneault. David Quinn was saying, in the situation we're in right now, we think it's better not to play him in practice, but use him every game. Something along the lines of that quote. Obviously, it's not a direct quote, but that makes me think, like, yeah, they don't want his ass to get hurt in practice, and they want to showcase him in a game because they might trade Jesper Fast. That I would be against. Jesper Fast is a guy I would keep. I would not want to trade Jesper Fast unless, and now, again, super overextension. Unless I'm getting a first-round pick for Jesper Fast, I'm not trading him. He's too valuable right now to the Rangers. He's only 27, so he's relatively young. He forechecks. He does absolutely everything. Foss can play on your top line. He can play on your bottom line. I think he should fetch us what Ryan Hartman fetched the Blackhawks when they traded him to Nashville. Hartman was not worth a first-round pick. Excuse me. It was not worth a first-round pick, and they got a first-round pick for him. You trade Jesper Foss to a team like, I don't know. I feel like unless you get a drastic overpayment for Jesper Foss, you should not trade Foss. Here's the guy. Look, Zibanejad, Kreider, Foss, Book, Shea, Pionk, and D'Angelo. Unless you get a stupidly dumb overpayment from another team, you should not be trading these guys. It's not worth it. It's just not. They're too important to where we're at now. Especially Zibanejad, 4 years at 5.35, and he's a point-per-game player. You're not trading his ass. Unless someone pays you an arm and a leg, or an arm and 2 legs. So yeah, that's my take. You guys comment down below your thoughts on the rest of our UFAs and who you think we will trade and when we'll trade them. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your comments. I know I'm still kind of here, right? I upload occasionally. You got a Tampa Bay Lightning French mode coming up in about 25 minutes. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!